Welcome student. In previous lecture we saw uh, the beginning of the freedom movement in India. Okay. In that we saw many points. Let us continue with this lesson. Okay. uh, English educations are mixed effect, made a mixed effect on Indian society. The seeds of the nationalism were sown by this reform of newly educated society. Due to various movements in different parts of India, favorable situation was created to build a political organization on on an all India level. Due to this British rule, the the sentiment grows in India of oneness. Okay, they all feel that we are one nation. Such oneness leads to create an political organizations such as Congress, Hindu Mahasabha, and others. Uh, So let us continue in these lessons with some points. Here is the first point, that is centralization of administrations during British rule. This is an important part which leads to strengthen the British rule in India. Let us continue with the reading and having an explanations at the same time. Due to the British administration, its implementations on India brought the nation under one roof in its true sense. Due to identical reform all over the country and equality before law, the feeling of nationalism developed among the people for the convenience of administration and swift movement of the army. British built a network of road and railways, but these facilities benefited the Indians as well. So, British wanted to strengthen their rule in India. So, for that purpose, they started to develop an infrastructure such as railway, post, telegraph, etc. Due to this, the British rule will become a strength, but it has a favorable effect on India also, that the different language, regional languages, the people having the different language are are come together, and it creates this railway telegraph creates the sentiment of oneness in Indians also. So these infrastructures benefited on the both side, to the British rule and to the Indians. Peoples from different parts of India came into contact of each other. There was increase in communications and the feeling of nationalism grew up. So this coming together and creating the oneness feeling, this feeling uh, give birth to the nationalism, okay, in India. uh, the next point is economic exploitations. Mm, Britishers laid the foundations of the different facilities such as railway, but that does not mean the British rule was very good. They exploited Indians by each and every means. So it created an unrest uh, about the British rule in India. They exploited economically, socially, and politically. So let us continue with the reading, having with the explanation. The Indians' wealth was flowing towards England by all means. So these railways were created not for the Indians but only for the benefit of the Britishers to carry out the raw material from the inner part of the India to the port. So this will leads to exploit the whole Indian farmers and make them peasant. So it grows an unrest among the farmers, and due to the competitive and the fine clothes which are introduced in the Indian market, the traders also in the traders also grew angers. Okay. Due to the imperialist policy of the England, there was a beginning of economic exploitation of India. Farmers were compelled to take cash crops. Burden of land taxes, continuous famines, all these broke down the backbones of Indians. Indian agriculture, traditional industries decline, which leads to rise and unemployment. These capitalists exploited the worker class. Various and new taxes were imposed on the middle class. This leads to growth, the discontent among the people. Next point is education, Western education. Of Western education, new ideas, because of Western education, new ideas such as justice, liberty, equality, democracy, etc., were introduced to Indians. So, this type of new ideologies were uh, uh, introduced in India. Rationalism, scientific attitude, humanity, nationalism, these principles were accepted by the Indians. Therefore, they are inculcated feeling that we are capable of carrying out the work of a country, and its progresses is possible by following these principles. India is a one country of a diversified language, but with the introductions of English language, India got a new medium of communication. Study of ancient Indian history. The Asiatic Society was established at Bengal by the British. Many Indians and Western scholars started their study of Indian culture. The manuscript in Sanskrit, Persian, and the other languages were examined and research was published. Dr. Bhau Daji Lad, Dr. R.G. Bhandarkar, these Indian scholars made intensive study of ancient Indian culture. After studying that we are blessed with a glorious ancient traditions, the Indians were awakened with the sense of identity. The Bhandarkar Oriental Research Institutes were working since last 100 years in Pune. Dr. R.G. Bhandarkar. This is the picture of Dr. R.G. Bhandarkar. Contributions of newspapers. During this period, English and vernacular newspapers and periodicals came to be published. Through these newspapers, political and social awakening took place. Newspapers like Darpan, Prabhakar, Hindu, Amrit, Bazar Patrika, Kesari, Maharata started criticizing the government. So they are established by the Indian leaders many newspapers and periodicals. In that they started to blame the British rule for their unjust behavior with the Indians. These newspapers generate unrest in India. So Lokmanya Tilak also introduced papers that Kesari, in that they blame British rule or criticize British rule in India. So Lokmanya Tilak was also known as the father of unrest. Next point is the establishment of Indian National Congress. Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee on 28 December 1885, the first session of Indian National Congress was held at Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit College School in Mumbai. 72 delegates from different provinces of India participated in this session. Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee was a renowned lawyer from Kolkata, was the president of this session. In this session, they established the Indian National Congress. Allen Octavian Hume, a British officer, took lead in the establishment of the Indian National Congress. The increase of the proportions of Indians in the administration, reductions of the military expansions by the British government, such statements were sent to British. Okay, here is an important point. The introductions, the establishment of the Indian National Congress was a key point that Indians got right to express their views. Indian National Congress is a platform for that purpose. So here, but the establishment was not of Indians and for Indians. It was just introduced by the Britishers to make a control strong over India. So Indian National Congress was a platform where the Indians express their views, but they have limitations. Up to this, they can express their views, but there is no work was done by the Congress to get the freedom from the British rulers. So this Indian National Congress was introduced by the Britishers to strengthen their rule over India. So Indian National Congress does not have any purpose above of the freedom at the first time, because it contains the peoples who are very much loyal to the British rule. If you look at the list of these National Congress, then you can understand these peoples who are the first founder members of the Congress had a very much loyalty with the British rule. They are not loyal to the Indians. Okay, so this is the main purpose of the Congress. Later on, the leadership of the Congress is a transfer to the Lokmanya Tilak, and Indian National Congress started a freedom movement. So, due to this, Lokmanya Tilak is referred as the father of unrest of India. So later on, under the leadership of Lokmanya Tilak, there many movements were started by these Indian National Congress against British rule. But in fact, the main purpose of the British rule, the main purpose of the Congress was to strengthen the British rule in India. This is the fact, okay? Because at the time of Lokmanya Tilak, this Congress break out. The loyal persons were introduced their own party, that is called Swaraj Party, okay, or the second version of the Indian National Congress. To them, Britishers were gave importance than this leadership of the Congress under the leadership of the Lokmanya Tilak. It means the Britishers have a strong hold over this Congress. So we have to take out the facts of this Indian National Congress, because after that it broke to the Swaraj Party and many other parties before independence, and after independence it broke out. This Indian National Congress breaks into many regional parties. Okay. So nowadays they don't have any political scenario or any political platform under the leadership of the Gandhi family. That party only remains to the personal family party. So we must study the Indian National Congress thoroughly. After that, we can get the knowledge about the Congress. So students, we will stop here, and in the next lecture we will continue with the same and forward points. Okay.